Good evening. Welcome to the Lone Cowboy Hour, the show that is sponsored by the Bill of Rights. Particularly the first right, the one to say and do and believe whatever you want. I'm on a rundown, I'm out running sundown, thinking I'm on the right track. I'm writing the songs, I'm riding along, I'm keeping the sun at my back. Big horse, trailer, and truck, I can make my own luck. I ride through the sand and the sage. It gives me a rush to be busting the brush, acting about half my age. Lone cowboy, I'm doing my best. Lone cowboy, I go everywhere west. Lone cowboy, with my old campfire songs. Lone cowboy, giddy up, get along. I've owned some good ponies, blacks, bays, and blue ronies, bays, palominos, and paints. I got good songs and bad ones, love songs and sad ones, songs about sinners and saints. I'm still riding old Wildfire to find the next campfire. Memories turn embers to coals. But at daylight I'm crying to live forever or die trying. I'll never get old in my soul. Lone cowboy, I'm doing my best. Lone cowboy, I go everywhere west. Lone cowboy, with my old campfire songs. Lone cowboy, giddy up, get along. Lone cowboy, lone cowboy, lone cowboy. Ha! Thank you. I particularly love freedom of speech because I've only held one job in my life, all my life. Never made a living from any other thing but writing songs and singing songs. I started off as a songwriter when I was 3 years old, when I wrote my first song. And we won't go into that one right now. But it was a song about rebellion against my parents. I got over that by the time I was 6 or 7 years old and really didn't rebel against my parents much anymore after that. You know what I love about this country is that if, like me, you're born in the city, but you wish you could be a cowboy and you wish you could be from the country, you can write your own script, and you can do that. My dad was an accountant in downtown Dallas. But every single weekend he taught me that it was the smartest thing in the world to go to my grandfather's farm, and that's where he took me. And then he dropped me and my little brother there all summer long. There we learned about real life. You know, my granddad often said, you can't get a good education in a city school. When you grow up in the country, you grow up mighty fast and you know how life works. And by the way, the founders of every major world religion have been country boys or people who went to the country to get their inspiration. From Jesus to Buddha to Muhammad All of these people spent lots of time by themselves in the wilderness. My favorite great saint that did that was St. Francis, and I wrote this song for him. When he was 12 years old, he took all of his fine clothes and threw them in the middle of the plaza where he lived, and he put on a sack, basically a feed sack, tied a rope around it and some sandals, and walked off into the woods, and never came back except to tell people that even if you can't read and you don't have any education, you can still conclude that there's a God. All you got to do is go out there and roam around the plains of Texas, and you'll figure out right away there is a God. Just go stand up on top of some hill that looks down on the Brazos out there going west. Of course, I was raised a Baptist, so I thought that St. Francis was a resort somewhere in France back then, when I was a kid. Then my little brother, when he went to Baylor University, he read this book called Brother, Sun, Sister, Moon, Story of St. Francis. He said, Michael, I think you should read this. I wrote this song right after I read it. Now, this is the first song I ever got a royalty check for. When I was a starving songwriter, living in Los Angeles, having run away from Texas because there was no music business in Texas. Not back then. I ran into a fellow named John Duchendorf, who eventually changed his name to John Denver. And he recorded this song 3 times. I didn't write it about him or for him, but I think it describes a lot of the way he really was down deep in his soul. Because he called the forest brother, because he called the earth his mother. They drove him out into the rain. Some people even said that the boy from the country was insane, because he spoke with fish in the creek. He tried to tell us that the animals can speak, and who knows, maybe they do. Hey, how do you know they don't? Just because they've never spoken to you. Boy from the country left his home when he was young. Boy from the country, he loves the sun. He tried to tell us that we should love the land, just turned our heads and laughed. You see, we did not understand. But you know, sometimes I think the boy from the country must be the only one who sees. Because the boy from the country doesn't want to see the forest. He'd rather see the trees. Boy from the country left his home when he was young. Boy from the country, he loves the sun. Country roads take me home to the place I belong. Anybody here seen my old friend John? Can you tell me where he's gone? When John died, oh, long by and by, John just flew away. And I will fly away, oh glory, I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. John just flew away. Okay, this is the Lone Cowboy Hour, and it is a tribute to people playing an instrument and backing themselves up with one song. But that part of the show is over for the moment because I very quickly got a partner many, many years ago who saw that Dad was kind of lonely, and so he learned to play the guitar. He wanted to learn how to play the banjo first and then the guitar, and so that he could keep me company. And he's done that now for many years. What I love about him is he's unpredictable. He can do almost any genre of music, put his mind to it. He is the guitar teacher for the Music Conservatory at Nashville School of the Arts now, so he's only able to play with me on weekends and at the summertime when he's off from school or during a spring break like right now. And I wouldn't dream of going through my birthday without him. Please make welcome Ryan Murphey, my oldest son. You're about to find out that he didn't get in the band because he was my son. These days, I'm trying to figure out why I deserve to be in his band. It's a big stretch. So this is the second song I ever got a royalty check for. It was recorded by a Texan who got into a band. It's a great bluegrass band called the Monkees. You remember them? Seriously, this is the only bluegrass song that the Monkees ever recorded. It was because of Mike Nesmith, who just recently passed away this year. And here's to you, Michael. So I wrote this song when I was 17 years old, took a train down to Mexico and met a girl down there. My mother watched over carefully, make sure what I was doing. And because I was with my mother and my aunt on that trip and my little brother. And so this is the way it goes. Thank you, Michael, for doing this one. This kept me eating for several years. Just a loudmouth Yankee, I went down to Mexico. Didn't have much time to spend, about a week or so. I lightly took advantage there of a girl who loved me so. Found myself a-thinking when my time had come to go. What am I doing hanging around? I should be on the train and gone. Should be riding on that train to San Antonio. What am I doing hanging around? She took me to the garden just for a little walk. Well, I didn't know much Spanish and there was no time for talk. She told me that she loved me not with words but with a kiss. Found myself a-thinking of some old train I could not miss. What am I doing hanging around? I should be on the train and gone. I should be riding on that train to San Antonio. What am I doing hanging around? Well, it's been a year or so and I want to go back again. If I had the money, I'd ride the same old train. But I guess your chances come but once and I sure have missed mine. Find myself a-thinking when I hear some whistle cry. What am I doing hanging around? I should be on the train and gone. I should be riding on that train to San Antonio. What am I doing hanging as the rain ruins my alibi? I'm down to telling you my red-eyed mind. It's not that sun-bright path called me from my home, just that fine Backsliders wine Mama sings out in my memory. Son, don't take that black-eyed shine. Fight for your rights. Son, don't fight for right. Do not drink Backsliders wine. Took myself for a kind and loving soul, till I found my face down on a barroom floor, crying, Jesus, what have they done to me? I will not drink Backsliders wine no more. Mama sings out in my memory, son, don't take that black-eyed shine. Fight for your rights. You don't think you're right. Do not drink Backsliders wine. Do not drink Backsliders wine. So this is called Lady Sunhawk. Morning song, a sunhawk flying low, rests her wings in the new fallen snow. I miss your smile in the mountain summertime, when the eagle dance was new and the hope of love was true. Lady Sunhawk, fly again. I'll sing your song as we disappear in the clouds on the wind. Lady Sunhawk, dark daydreams, fools and wasted schemes, our painted little town is all but forgotten now. But I still have you in that amber memory, where hope is a never-ending medicine for the free. Lady Sunhawk, fly away as you disappear in the clouds to a different shore, lady, Sunhawk, lady. Lady Sunhawk, fly away once more. I sing your song as you disappear to the clouds on a different shore. Lady Sunhawk, So I want to do the title song to the album. I lived off and on in New Mexico now for a lot of years, go back and forth between here and New Mexico. And it's an interesting way to live your life. Because the two states couldn't be more different. What I really love about New Mexico is the creativity of the art there. And this song was inspired by the life I've lived, which is always trying to look around the corner to see what's coming, and a painting by Georgia O'Keeffe called Road Beyond the View. So 50 years later, I'm still looking for Bob Johnson to walk around the corner and be in that road beyond the view. Never know what's coming next. You might just make a jazz album with your own son. Flowers in the nursery, ram's head floating by, dead roses for Anita, floating mountains in the sky, one for Arthur and lavender, a nursery of bones, Petals in the desert, a pallet of stones, apples from a broken tree, skulls in the clouds, green simplicity, unspoken doubts, underlying purple chaos, screaming red from above, antlers from eternity, dead letters, broken love, the road beyond the view, far away nearby, chased a red clay moon into a wild-eyed night. Tonight I'm coming home again to a place I never knew, Black Mesa in a dark wind on the road beyond the view. Tonight I'm looking for another place on the road beyond the view. You know, I thought I saw your face far away and close to you, in a canvas hidden turquoise, in a blue lark spur, in the cliffs beyond Avenue. I hear the messenger. I want to live beyond the politics, red and blue religion too. Walk the desert playing pickup sticks, sorrow brings fuss and true. Cross of Jesus in the sunset, bleeding heart wasteland, in the cliffs beyond Abiquiu, in a sea of sage and sand, the road beyond the view, far away nearby, chase a red clay moon to the wild-eyed night. Tonight I'm coming home again from a place I never knew, Black Mesa in a dark wind on the road beyond the view, Black Mesa in a dark wind on the road beyond the view. Long ago and far away in Taos, I lived at a ranch called River Song. I fell into a long lost dream, learned your tune from memory. Visions flow downstream in the wind, overflowing love, no end. River song calling me again. Can I sing along till the sun sets in? River song, can I float along? Can I dance till dawn on a river song? River song. Ponies race, chase down the moon, walking rain in the sagebrush June, timberline where the air is clear, cloudbursts in time. Looking back, I hear river song calling me again. Can I sing along till the sun sets in? River song, can I float along? Can I dance till dawn on a river song? River song. River song calling me again. Can I sing along till the sun sets in? River song, can I float along? Can I dance till dawn on the river song? River song. Hey, old brothers. River song. So this is a very much a lone cowboy style guitar. By the way, this style guitar was inspired by my love of Chet Atkins and Merle Travis and Elizabeth Cotton, an old African-American lady that's very much been forgotten now, but she invented this finger-picking style as much as anybody. There's also a little bit of Jerry Reed in here, at least as much as I can muster. Son! She came to me, said she knew me, said she'd known me a long time. Spoke of being in love with every mountain she had climbed. And she talked of trails she walked up far above the timberline. From that night on, I knew I'd write songs. Carolina in the pine. There's a new moon on the 14th, first quarter the 21st, and the full moon in the last week brings a fullness to this earth. There's no guesswork in the clockwork of the world's heart or mind. There are nights I only feel right with Carolina in the pine. my son. Frost shows on the windows, and the wood stove smokes and glows. As the fire grows, we will warm our souls, watching rainbows in the coals. And we'll talk of trails we walked up far above the timberline. There are nights I only feel right in Carolina in the pine. My soul is my pony, I rode here today, through badlands and black hills. I came a long way. Hear me now, old man, I ask you to say a prayer for the people in your Sundance way. Medicine man, I ask you to sing for us a dance, a chant to put us in a trance. Medicine man, lift up your voice tonight and pass the pipe of everlasting light. Seashells and old spells and ribbons and smoke, the claw of the eagle and your hand-woven cloak. Make old what is new now, make new what is old, and unleash the power of your thunderbolt. Medicine man, I ask you to sing for us a dance, a chant to put us in a trance. Medicine man, lift up your voice tonight and pass the pipe of everlasting light. Medicine man, I ask you to sing for us a dance, a chant to put us in a trance. Medicine man, lift up your voice tonight and pass the pipe of everlasting light. When my mother passed, she only had one thing left in her possession. She had given everything else away. And that was the ring on her finger that my dad gave her all those years ago. She was 94 years old and she was still married to P.L. Murphey. The day she passed, she gave away that ring to my daughter Laura, knowing that she was about to get married. And then she left nothing behind. They took all the love with her. Here's to you, Lois. I've been looking at people, how they change with the times. Lately all I've been seeing are people throwing love away, losing their minds. Maybe it's me who's gone crazy, but I can't understand why all these lovers keep hurting each other. Good love is so hard to come by. What's the glory in living? Doesn't anybody ever stay together anymore? If love never lasts forever, what's forever for? And I see love-hungry people trying their best to survive. Right there in their hands, there's a dying romance, and they're not even trying to keep it alive. So what's the glory in living? Doesn't anybody ever stay together anymore? And if love never lasts forever, what's forever for? What's the glory in living? Doesn't anybody ever stay together anymore? And if love never ever lasts forever, what's forever for? How about a hand for Kristyn Harris?
I wanna drink my Java from an old tin can while the moon goes riding high. I wanna hear the song of a whippoorwill. I wanna hear those coyotes cry. I wanna feel my saddle horse between my spurs when I'm riding him out on the range. Just to kick him in the side, make him show his step in pride. Back on the Texas plain, you're
Kristyn Harris, the lone cowgirl. Plus. She comes down from Yellow Mountain on a dark flatland she rides, on a pony she named Wildfire. A whirlwind by your side on a cold Nebraska night. They say she died one winter when there came a killing frost, and the pony she named Wildfire busted down the stall. In a blizzard he was lost. Ran calling wildfire, calling wildfire, calling So by the dark of the moon I planted, but there came an early snow. Been a hoot owl howling outside my window now, 6 nights in a row, coming for me. I know, and on Wildfire we're both gonna go. We'll be riding wildfire. We'll be riding wildfire. We'll be riding wildfire. On wildfire. We're gonna ride, gonna leave. Side busted behind. Get the hard times right on out of our minds. We'll be riding
riding along, keeping the sun at my back. Big horse trailer and truck, I can make my own luck as I ride through the sand and the sage. 'Cause it gives me a rush to be busting the brush, acting about half my age. on, cowboy.